So today I'm leaving the hospital.
I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.
I've been in for 3 weeks and have gone through a lot. But I've got my lung function up 28%, so it's kind of totally worth it. But yeah, today's video is going to be about getting into the hospital, how to just get your stamina back and work your way back into society, because kind of been like this little hermit for the last 3 weeks. So I'm excited when I get out this time. I'm moving into a new apartment with my partner, and I'm just super excited. More excited than I've been getting out of the hospital in a while, that's for sure. But it's also been a long time since I've been in the hospital, so this is going to be really interesting to see how my body reacts to getting off of these antibiotics and stuff. That much left is what is stopping me from leaving right now. That much. So I've been waiting since they told me like I'm leaving like now. Been waiting 3.5 hours for this IV to finish. It seems like it's literally going slower than usual, which is frustrating. But I'm so excited. We've gotten everything in place, and I've literally spent my time like dissecting pulse ox sticker things. So yeah, if anyone's wondered what the inside of it looks like, here you go. I've gone insane being in here for 3 weeks, so yeah.
They never give me their private email. And I see people there. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Done.
Okay. Cool. So they took it out. It feels so weird. Like those things become like a part of you. Like, now it's just gone. But bye-bye, Mr. Pick. That is so funny. Yeah, there we go. So I'm finally home. I'm calling my mom right now to talk to her. So doing that. Ava's down there eating, and I'm just gonna start unpacking everything. Got the pick out, and yeah. It's a good day. I'm feeling good right now. My arm feels kind of weird because, like, I don't know, it's weird when pick lines come out sometimes. There's lots of like weird throbbing and all of that other stuff. But yeah, I also really have to pee, so I'm gonna go do that. So this is just my look now with the hair. I mean, there's no other way around my hair just looking like this right now. I have a question with the pick tape and stuff. Does it do this to your skin? Because mine it rips it apart. So, I don't even know if you can see it. Hold on. It like rips it apart, and it's like all, it looks like little hairs in it almost. It's not picking it up on camera as well. It's like all around, like I've got a huge hole right there. And I have one back there. And it's just really raw. Ava, what do you think about it? Yeah, I know. One of the biggest tasks when it comes to getting out of the hospital is the unpacking. What are we gonna do with all of this stuff? What are we gonna do? Oh, I know. Luckily, my hospital's freaking awesome and like gave me so much stuff. Whereas, yeah, like they set me up, so I'm quite lucky and excited. Guys, so it is a week since I've been out of the hospital. Boy, has it been crazy. So the day I got out of the hospital, I moved. And so I've always been one to push my boundaries every time I get out of the hospital and do a little bit way too much. And you know, this time was no exception. I'm actually on my way to get some prescriptions right now, and I'm bringing Ava with me. This admission, I really pushed myself. I had a bike in the room and I biked every day. I did a couple of different nebulizers I hadn't done before, like the Pulmicort and the Callistin. We switched up IVs a bit and really we really went for it, and I was doing really good. Even though I was doing all of that, I'm still really out of shape. Walking just around town has been quite the task, and I get out of breath really easy. I mean, I've only been walking for 5 minutes and I'm already out of breath. It takes time, and it's frustrating because, you know, you work so hard to get better and then you don't. Or you do, but it's not the way that you expected it to be, even though you've done it a million times. And I got really upset about it last night, and it's like I went through all of that in the hospital and worked so hard, and I did get better, but I don't really feel better. But it just takes time, and so yeah, just gotta keep pushing through, you know? When you're trying to record a video and then your dog decides to do this. Ava, I can't get to you. You gotta come back. Come back. So it's been a little over a week since I've been discharged, and it's been interesting and frustrating and exciting and, you know, all of the usual things in CF. But I'm still noticing a lot of shortness of breath and my legs getting really tired doing just really little things. I'm sweating really easily, but I also moved to a different state, and it's also like the beginning of summer, so that could also have something to do with the sweating. But it's a lot more than it was before I went in the hospital. I find them a lot saltier, which is interesting. I haven't really been this salty since I started Orkambi. I'm getting very sore, like my whole body is getting very sore easily. I'm having a lot more pain. It's kind of just a reminder that, you know, CF is always going to be there. We're always going to be constantly fighting, and you may go in the hospital for however long. I went in for 3 weeks, but that's not a cure. I'm better than I was. I mean, I haven't coughed up blood since I got out, and I was doing that for a year. So, you know, there is things that are better. I find with me, whenever my lung function does go up, especially the 30% drasticness that it did, my lungs can get very, very sore because they're not used to expanding that much anymore. So it's definitely a coping, growing period of just trying to get used to my body again. My lungs are working more, so I'm able to do more things, but I get really tired easily. But then sometimes I'm not, and I have a lot of energy. You know, the usual like CF things that like my body doesn't make sense 99% of the time. And yeah, I am still working and fussing with insurance and doctors because the CF nurse hasn't done any of the prior authorizations, so the insurance had to go like override her and like called my old doctors to like whatever. But I'm getting my drugs now. It's super complicated. It shouldn't have been that complicated. But yeah, another weird thing that happened with this discharge is I moved all of my drugs to CVS, and with me having, you know, 3 different teams of whatever, and then interns coming in or residents coming in, and then my doctors coming in, each of them sent my drugs to a different CVS. So I now have like 4 drugstores all over Miami, which has been fun trying to get to and get all of the drugs. Hey guys, so it is officially 2 weeks since I've gotten out of the hospital, and it's time for this video to go up. I had my follow-up appointment yesterday, and My lung functions are a little bit down from when I was in, but about the same. But they're down because we've had issues getting my chromosome and stuff since I've gotten out. I'm still having a lot of the chest tightness, so we're going to start me on a steroid inhaled at home. My weight's the same. This pain in my feet and just weird all over pain I've been having since I was discharged, we don't know what it is. We think it might be my arthritis, like flaring up in other places, but we don't know why. So tune in for that another day. I have a pre-op appointment for my sinus surgery next week, so we have that to look forward to and work towards. I know that's going to be a huge step in getting me better. All of us do. And I'm going to most likely go back in the hospital for a little while after that surgery just to make sure that all the stuff that they're doing with my sinuses doesn't affect my lungs too much. One of the biggest things that I've taken away from this discharge, as much as you want a hospital stay to be this big fix, it's not. It's a temporary band-aid. Sometimes it lasts better in water than others, and sometimes it doesn't. And lately it's been raining a fuck ton. And this band-aid's not holding as well. But it's still there. I'm still doing way better than I was before. I'm not coughing up the blood. You know, I can do a lot more than I could before. There are still a lot of things that need improvement, but there's a lot of things that we're working for. So, next time you get really frustrated and down with yourself, just remember that, you know, we're constantly working and fighting, and just because it seems frustrating right now, and it is frustrating right now, and upsetting, and you're tired, and, you know, whatever. Working up after discharge, being put in the first place, and just having to deal with this on a daily basis can be very overwhelming and exhausting and tiring and frustrating. But you can get through it. You've gotten this far, and I know I can get through this part and get better, and I know you guys can too. So if you're about to go in, if you're just being discharged, if you're doing perfectly fine right now, I hope that you get better soon, you stay that way if you're better, and until next time, remember to stay salty. Remember to like this video if you found it useful and share it with your friends. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we put up a new video. I'm going to leave my social media accounts as well as the channels in the description down below and in the comments. Let's talk about discharge, and do you guys have complications like I have when you're discharged? Are you usually totally fine? What do you deal with whenever you're working up after a hospital stay? I want to hear about it. I want to talk to you guys, and yeah, let's get talking.